Hi friends, welcome. This is Legal Trends. Are you a social media influencer? Or are you a person who binges on social media content for long hours? Then this video is for you. The size of the social media influencer market in India stood at 1,275 crores in 2022 and is expected to grow at a CAGR of 20% until 2027. How often have you made purchasing decisions based on content that you have seen on social media? Have you recently purchased a skincare product based on a content that you have seen on social media? Have you purchased a nutritional product for your child just because a famous sports person has advertised for it? Have you purchased any product or service just because your favorite actor or actress has featured in that advertisement? This is influencer marketing. Anything from as simple as the toothpaste that we use in the morning to even the purchase of the entire house that we live in can be sold to you through influencer marketing. That is how powerful influencer marketing is. Most of the time, as consumers, we do not possess subject matter knowledge on the product or service that we purchase. We tend to get influenced most often. So why did the social media influencer culture get into trouble? Let's find out. Let me give you two examples to understand this better. Is parachute coconut oil 100% pure? A YouTube video was released by YouTuber Abhijit Bansali. The YouTuber had criticized the product of Marico in this video. In February 2019, Marico had initiated legal proceedings against the YouTuber in the Bombay High Court. Marico had contended that the content made by the YouTuber was allegedly false and deceptive. It sought a preliminary injunction against the same. The defendant, Abhijit Bansali, argued that he had an inviolable right under Article 19 of the Indian Constitution for freedom of speech and expression. The Bombay High Court, however, came heavily down on the YouTuber, stating that he had made careless statements in his video without doing proper study or due diligence. The court also noted that the respondent's video showed various instances of malice, causing harm to the reputation built by Marico. The court further effectively voiced that social media influencers must ensure adequate care because their followers would believe in what they would say. They finally ordered for the video to be taken down. The second issue that we're going to see is that of the walled crisis. Many financial influencers, or finfluencers as we call them, had promoted Wall as a great platform for purchase and sale of crypto products. And many gullible investors had invested their hard-earned money believing in influencers. However, Wall shut shop and filed for bankruptcy. Their customers were not even allowed to withdraw their investments. These two instances reveals the level of trust the common man places on influencers. However, even influencers have room for error. The Advertising Standards Council of India has highlighted that 30% of all the complaints that they receive are against social media influencers. So how does law intend to regulate the influencers? Number one, under Section 21 of the Consumer Protection Act 2019, any endorser who engages in false or misleading advertisements is liable to a penalty of up to Rs 10 lakhs. And for any subsequent contravention, the endorser may be penalized up to Rs 50 lakhs. The central authority under the Consumer Protection Act may even prohibit the endorser from making any endorsements for a period of 1 year, which may extend up to a period of 3 years for any subsequent contravention. Number two, the Central Consumer Protection Authority on June 9, 2022 issued a notification enlisting guidelines for prevention of misleading advertisements and making endorsements relating thereto. The most notable amongst these guidelines were the prohibition of surrogate advertising, disclosure of material connection between the endorser and the manufacturer, due diligence required for endorsement of advertisements, and restrictions related to children-targeted advertisements. Number three, the Advertising Standards Council of India has issued a set of guidelines with regard to influencer advertising. In these guidelines, they mention that an influencer is someone who has access to the audience and has the power to influence their purchasing decisions. The ASCI has mandated that it is the duty of the influencer to disclose if there is any material connection between the influencer and the manufacturer or anyone who has approached them to advertise the product or service. This disclosure has to be made so as to enable the consumer to make an informed choice. The material benefit received by the endorser could include monetary compensation, gifts, discounts, trips, hotel stays, coverage and awards, or any other free products or media barters. The endorsers must also disclose if there's any family, personal, or professional relationship. These guidelines also clearly tell us How the disclosure has to be made. The disclosures must be made in a clear and prominent place and must be hard to miss. The disclosures must not be mixed with a group of hashtags or links. If the endorsement is made on a picture, then the disclosure must be superimposed on that picture itself. If the endorsement is made on a live stream, then the disclosure must be running throughout the live stream. If the endorsement is made in a video, then the disclosure must be placed in the video itself, in both audio and video format. The disclosure and the endorsement shall be made in the same language. The list of permitted disclosure labels include paid partnership tag on Instagram, paid promotion tag on YouTube, collaboration, affiliate, free gift, and sponsored. Bottom line, the disclosure must be made in a manner that is simple and well understood by an average consumer. So how does a social media influencer protect themselves? It is highly advised that every social media influencer do their due diligence. It would be best if the influencers could review and satisfy themselves of the product or the service that they are advertising, and also promptly check if the advertiser is able to substantiate the claims made in the advertisement. It would also be best if the influencer could get into a contract with a manufacturer or someone who has approached them for advertisement to include clauses that limit their liabilities. The Advertising Standards Council of India has issued additional guidelines on August 17, 2023. As per these additional guidelines, medical practitioners, health and fitness, and finance experts must provide their certifications as part of the disclosures. They have also defined celebrities as individuals or persons who earn more than Rs 40 lakhs a year or who have more than 5 lakh followers. To bring this video to an end, a sincere appeal to social media influencers. We, your followers, are sincerely inspired by your journey. We understand the business of influencer marketing, but what the common man shares with you guys is the emotional connection that is many times more than any material connection. Yours sincerely, a fan of many social media influencers. That is all in this video. Thank you for your time. Please do share and subscribe. Stay lobbyfied.